So, scholars, taking a look at our packet work for today, remember we're in this next packet for lessons 53 to 66. So, yesterday you worked with lesson 53. And now, if you look at the next page in your packet, it's lesson 54. And it looks like this. So, I'm going to help you get started on a good, thorough answer using our rubric. So remember, part of the question is in my answer. So we want to make sure we're including part of the question from each of these. And then here's the one I want you to look at right now. 2 pieces of evidence. So question number 1, what virtue does Wendy show in this lesson? Use 2 pieces of evidence from the story to support your answer. So scholars, again, this word "to" is really important. Now, if you need a reminder of our virtues, right? So we have fortitude, right? Prudence, justice, temperance, and wisdom. So, kind of be thinking about those. So, what virtue did Wendy show in this lesson? Wendy showed. Scholars, I'm going to put a big blank there. You're going to have to decide which of these virtues, and there could possibly be more than one. So maybe what you're thinking is different than what I'm thinking. That's okay, as long as you can give me 2 pieces of evidence from the story. Right? If you decide prudence, right, and you say Wendy showed prudence when she thought about going to Caribou Coffee to get a hot cocoa, but then changed her mind, right? That didn't happen in the story, so that is not evidence of her being prudent. So you might be thinking something different than me. And yet that's okay, as long as it has evidence in the story. So Wendy showed, right? You're going to put a virtue here. When she la 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 la. So that's your first piece of evidence. And when she right? So, scholars, I'm just going to switch to my pen for a moment. So, if you're following my structure, right, this is where you're going to write one of the virtues. Don't write the word virtues there. You're going to choose a virtue. And then here's your first piece of evidence. Right? What did you read in the story that makes you think she showed that virtue that you wrote here? And when she, this part is when you'd write your second piece of evidence, showing a second time she showed that virtue that you wrote here. All right? So pick the virtue you're thinking, and then think about what you read. Go back and reread if you need to. When did she show that? 2 different times. All right? Then, when have you used this virtue? I used when and then finish that, right? That's again using words from the question. So, whatever virtue you wrote here is the same virtue here, right? You can't choose prudence here, and then down here, right, I used fortitude when, right? It says, when have you used this virtue? So the same virtue that you wrote up here. All right? Good luck, scholars. I look forward to reading your answers. Be sure to submit a photo to your reading teacher. Have a great rest of your day.